Hello watch lovers! Now, a quick glance at my Swiss luxury perpetual calendar watch tells me it's nearing the end of the year, and so it's a good time to recap on all of the hottest watch releases from the past 12 months. And there was a bumper crop of amazing new watches, from Casio to Rolex to Patek Philippe and everything in between. There's so much to get through, so let's just get on with it. So, Omega released many a fine watch this year, including the recent Seamaster Planet Ocean 600-meter collection with its updated angular titanium case for a modern era. But my favourite picks of the bunch were this Seamaster Aqua Terra model with a lacquered dial in a smoky turquoise, which is offset nicely against the dark of a matte black ceramic bezel and grey PVD hands and markers. With a steel case and rubber strap, it's moody and unique. More of this kind of thing. And then on the more opulent side of things was the Omega Seamaster Diver 300M with this lustrous bronze gold case and matching mesh bracelet with a black dial and rich burgundy bezel. Just like Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits across two moving trucks, it straddles sporty and sophisticated with confidence and grace. As you will too when you wear it, I'm sure. This is the Grand Seiko Ice Forest U.F.A. Spring Drive, with a richly textured blue dial inspired by the chilly scenes of the Highland forests in harsh winter near the Shinshu workshop where all the Grand Seiko Spring Drive watches are made. It's very cool in every sense of the word, and then what's going on the inside of this watch is just as cool, as this watch comes equipped with Grand Seiko's newly minted 9RB2 ultra fine accuracy spring drive caliber. This is the most accurate wristwatch movement operated by a mainspring with an accuracy rating of just plus/minus 20 seconds per year. And this watch also boasts being the most compact spring drive model too, fitting in a 37mm ever brilliant steel case. It's both beautiful and highly accurate, like sexy calipers. Wait, what? So this year, Tudor did a whole load of updating to their current model lines by way of a burgundy Black Bay 58, a new white opaline dial for the Black Bay Pro, but rather surprisingly to me, it was the recent new Ranger model that excited me the most. Now, Tudor's Ranger watch is not necessarily a model that you would associate most with excitement, having a design that is, shall we say, functional, bordering on normal. But this new model I rather like quite a bit. Coming in a 36mm or 39mm case, it has a new beige dial that has punchy black markers, and on the green fabric strap it's nice and cosy and a really characterful field watch that's ready for adventure. The purveyors of timeless and affordable digital watches, it's your friend and mine, Casio. And now, after 50 years in the watch game, they have gone and released their first mechanical watch. Part of the Edifice series, this is the EFK 100. It comes in 5 colour varieties, each with a forged carbon dial, and then one special model which features a forged carbon case too. So these are sporty watches in compact 39mm cases, streamlined and featuring a mixture of brushed and polished surfaces with integrated flat link bracelets, except for the carbon case model, which gets a rubber bracelet instead. Then also on the dial, along with the mottled carbon texture, there's hollowed hour and minute hands, beveled, brushed and polished indexes, and a date display that's all encircled by a groovy dial ring. Looks really cool. And you even get a see-through caseback to see the automatic movement inside, which is a Seiko NH35A. So this year, Vacheron Constantin released the most complicated wristwatch ever made of all time, comprising 1,521 components and 41 complications, and is the result of 8 years of research and development, consisting of a perpetual calendar, minute repeaters, astronomical functions, world timers, moon phases, tide level indicators, and tourbillons up the yin-yang, and all of it squozen inside a 45mm diameter case. This is one of the most impressive feats in watchmaking ever. And then, on their day off, Vacheron even managed to knock out several high horological masterpieces to celebrate their 270th anniversary, and a steel version of the sporty 222. So, Jaeger-LeCoultre was another busy bee this year, releasing such horological masterpieces as the Reverso Hybris Artistica Calibre 179 with its multi-axis perpendicularly turning gyro tourbillon and featuring laser-cut pink gold plates and bridges hand decorated with lacquer by a single craftsman, as well as the dark blue lacquer midnight blue enamel dome and gold filigree structure 3-level dial with Cosmo tourbillon Master Hybris Artistica Calibre 945, if you please. Or there was the new Master Control calendar with a day and date and moon phase display on a two-tone and grained texture sector dial. I wonder if Dexter Fletcher wears a texture sector dial watch. But anyway, for me it was the simplicity and the purity of this Reverso Tribute Monoface small seconds with the iconic swivelling case in 18 karat pink gold on a Milanese bracelet of interlocking pink gold threads. This is a luxurious Karamak of a watch and it's absolutely magic. Seiko next. And in addition to claiming official bagsies of the Pepsi nickname for red and blue GMT watches, they also released various models celebrating 60 years since creating Japan's first diver's watch back in 1965. And the pick of the bunch for me was this Prospex model SPB 509. It's both beautiful and high spec with a very attractive blue wave patterned dial inside a 42mm stainless steel case with ceramic bezel that also packs in the GMT Calibre 6R54 with 3-day power reserve, water resistance to 300 meters and an updated clasp with sliding micro adjustment. This is a limited edition of 6,000 pieces and it's sporty, elegant and tasteful. This year, Patek Philippe released an unhealthy amount of new Cubitus models, as well as numerous grand old Complication watches in a classical timepiece style, as they are wont to do. But it was this 6196P001 Calatrava which was the most quintessentially and timelessly elegant among them. For me, anyway. I know we've all got our own ideas of quintessence. Anyway, it comes with a 38mm platinum case and comes with a diamond at 6 o'clock. There's a dial in a soft pinky goldy colour which is dramatically punctuated with anthracite white gold indices and hands. And the splendidness of this watch doesn't stop on the dial, as on the reverse side you can admire the majesty of the manually wound movement calibre 30255 PS. This is the most I've liked a new Patek Philippe watch for a long time, and I've already started saving up for one. Here's one for the G-Shock junkies. This is the much anticipated G-Shock 5600 square model, now equipped with the superior clarity of a memory in pixel display. You can choose from a positive or negative display, and there are further customization options available, as well as the very cool brickwork pattern on the dial. So with its iconic square design, near indestructible resin case, and the unsurpassed accuracy of multi-band 6 precision timekeeping, this one might be the ultimate G-Shock. And consequently, you'll have to wait till it's back in stock to nab one for yourself. So our Lange Söhne spent this year banging complications together, or rather harmoniously combining mechanisms in extraordinary feats of watchmaking expertise. Among their new releases was the Minute Repeater Perpetual, which combines a minute repeater chiming mechanism with a perpetual calendar complication and presents it in a 950 platinum case with a deep black enamel dial. Then we had the 1815 tourbillon, which combines a stop-second tourbillon with a zero reset function, enabling precise setting of the tourbillon second hand, which is an absolute mechanical marvel, and you can see it sat there in all its glory within a jet black enamel dial. Then there was a new Richard Lange jumping seconds, combining 3 mechanisms this time: a constant force escapement, a jumping seconds mechanism, and a zero reset mechanism, all inside a white gold case and with a pink gold dial displaying 3 regulator style indicators for the hours, minutes and seconds arranged in a triangle, and then with a little power reserve indicator at the intersection. And then there was also a new version of the Odysseus, the watch designed for Lange aficionados who wanted to take their Lange on holiday. And here we see the active sporty design of the Odysseus has been fancified and now comes crafted in the brand's exclusive honey gold alloy and with a brown dial. So even when they're being sporty, Lange just can't help but be classy at the same time. The dream of the 70s is still alive in Switzerland, and this year IWC's classic 70s model, the Ingenieur ran buck wild with loads of new variations, now coming in 35mm steel or gold. There's a perpetual calendar model and a special green dial version as worn by main character Sonny Hayes in the Apple original films movie F1, as played by famous actor man Bradley Pitfordshire. But my pick of the bunch was the Ingenieur Automatic 42, where the iconic Gerald Genta design meets zirconium oxide. So you get a ceramic case and integrated bracelet, a checkerboard dial, and it's all in uniform black, streamlined and stealthy. This is a real doozy. Next we have a couple of standout pieces from Oris. Firstly, the Big Crown Calibre 113, or should I say Bug Crown, perchance, because the dial looks to me like a big bug, a bit like Venonat from Pokemon's, you know. But that's a really good thing, and full marks to Oris for the minty green and rose pink colour palette with the accents in gold. Not to mention the Calibre 113 inside with its 10-day power reserve, along with a patented non-linear power reserve display and 52-week business calendar scale on the dial. And then Oris, after having already taken the watch industry by surprise with their Kermit the Frog Pro Pilot, followed up with this, Pro Pilot X Miss Piggy edition. It comes with a hot pink dial, a diamond baguette at 12 o'clock, and a little Miss Piggy spy hole on the caseback. So there was a bucket load of Breguets released this year, with many commemorating the Maison's 250th anniversary, and standout among them was the classic Souscription 2025, an absolute pearl of clear legible purity. It features a white enamel dial with just a single blued hand with which to read the time, while the reverse shows the elegance of the hand-wound VS00 calibre, which features bead blasting, guilloche and hand-engraved finishing. It has a 40mm diameter in an 18-karat gold case, and it's not limited either, so we can all rush out now and get one for $48,000. And then from simplicity to complicatedicity, we have this new model showcasing the brand's latest technical developments and the next chapter in Breguet's future. This is the Experimental number 1. With a modern approach, this watch is crafted in Breguet gold and equipped with the very first high-frequency tourbillon featuring a magnetic escapement that delivers constant force to the balance. And brings balance to the force too, probably. Now, in a rare move for a watchmaker, Zenith reminds us of its glorious history by reviving one of its most celebrated movements, the Calibre 135, which was the most awarded movement from back in the golden age of the observatory chronometer competitions, which was when, in the old days, all the big brands would get together in an observatory and race watches. Sort of like an early version of Robot Wars is how I imagine it. Anyway, this watch, the Zenith GFJ, contains the legendary Calibre 135 with oversized balance wheel, double arrow-shaped regulator and guilloche finishing. The case is 39mm in platinum with a 3-part blue dial of brick guilloche pattern, lapis lazuli and mother of pearl. The watch is an exclusive limited edition of 160 pieces to celebrate the 160th anniversary of the brand. Bvlgari next, who are back once again setting another new watchmaking record via the Octo Finissimo Ultra Tourbillon. This is the world's thinnest tourbillon watch. It's a mere slither of a watch with a total thickness of just 1.8mm. Slither me timbers. With a hollowed and skeletonized dial and movement to help shed any excess bulk while allowing the wearer to see their wrist hairs pressed against the sapphire crystal, along with all the striking architecture of the Octo Finissimo design. This is a phenomenal piece of engineering and design, and there's not a QR code in sight. Christopher Ward carried over their fine form from last year to this year by again releasing a load of amazing watches. Most notable of the bunch was of course the Loco, an integrated sports watch that puts the main characters of the movement, the balance wheel and escapement, front and centre on the dial. The watch features the brand's second ever in-house movement designed specifically for this watch, and the result is a beautifully symmetrical dial, with 3 circles descending in size from top to bottom, with the time-telling subdial at the top, then the balance wheel, and finally the escape wheel at the bottom, and it looks the business on this jazzy orange dial. And before we get to our final watch, did you know that you can find out about other amazing watches via our Watchfinder newsletter? To get exclusive access to new arrivals, be the first to hear all about our special offers and promotions, and to get first dibs on all our giveaways, just head down to the link in the description to sign up. So finally, we've saved the best till last, because there was one watch that was utterly inspired. A brand new model from one of the most revered brands. It's undeniably beautiful and admired by all. It's not just a watch, it's a statement of strength, resilience and innovation. I am of course talking about the new G-Shock GAV01. In a bold neon colour, it's an evolved form of the original rubber ball prototype, infused with toughness and a striking form, with a large full-screen LCD and an organic case structure. This is high-impact resistance and high-impact appearance. Phew! So there you go. That was our roundup of all of the best watches from 2025, and if you want to check out more amazing watches, then why not head over to watchfinder.com and find your next pre-owned luxury watch. Check it out and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.